Day 2 of the match simulation that the Indian cricket team is doing at the WACA in Perth has come to an end. Today, not much of information could be shared because journalists were not allowed to enter the WACA. For one simple reason, there was not much of security presence at the WACA, and that is why they didn't want to create an issue about it. However, from the information that we have gotten, and it can be verified and it is true, some areas of concern are there in the Indian cricket team, notably with respect to this particular individual, Shubman Gill. Now, Shubman Gill on day 1 of the match simulation had a very, you may say, mixed kind of a return. He was on 28 and 42 unbeaten, but then Shubman Gill today suffered an injury while he was standing in the slips. He suffered a finger injury, and because of that, he's been sent for scans. This means now a call will be taken. He'll be under observation for 2 to 3 days. And after that, a call will be taken whether Shubman Gill will be available for the Perth Test. This adds to India's injury concerns already because Sarfaraz sustained a blow on his elbow in the side nets that happened at Perth. Then you look at it, even KL Rahul, Virat Kohli also suffered an injury. KL Rahul on day 2 did not take the field. He did not bat, he did not take the field also. So it looks like KL's injury is a bit more serious than we had initially anticipated it to be. Virat Kohli though, he batted after he got that injury and then he fell for 15 and he was on 30. But then Shubman Gill's injury now adds to the woes of the Indian cricket team, because then who will be your number 3? Because we saw in the New Zealand series when Gill was injured for that one match, where Virat Kohli went to number 3 and the entire batting unit suffered. Because of this now, Shubman Gill will be under observation for 3 days, and then towards the, when the Perth Test is nearing, a call will be taken whether he will be available or not. In the bowling, today it was the bowlers who had an extended simulation at the centre pitch in WACA. Jasprit Bumrah bowled at full tilt. He was in total rhythm. Harshit Rana was there with him also. Now, Harshit Rana was bowling bouncers galore. He was having the short pitch tactic to most of them, and because of that, if you have to look at any indication as to who might start and who might be India's short ball enforcer in the Border Gavaskar Trophy, it could be Harshit Rana, because he was bowling with good pace. He was hitting those lengths, back of a length, hard lengths that you see in Australia, and he was troubling the batters also. Bumrah and Harshit Rana both were in good conversation with each other. They spoke about the fields, they spoke about the lengths, and Bumrah ensured that yes, he would guide his younger partner. So that's why Harshit Rana and Jasprit Bumrah had a good outing today at the WACA. But if you're looking for a backup to a backup, then even Abhimanyu Eashwaran is not giving you that much of confidence, because today he fell cheaply, and for 5 to 6 innings now in Australia, he's not made an impact. Abhimanyu Eashwaran did not do well in the 2 tests that happened in Mackay and in Melbourne, and here in the simulation, he's not given any much of confidence. Now, with Rohit Sharma being blessed with a baby boy, and now you just have about 6 days remaining for the start of the first test, you could very well imagine that he's more than likely, he is certain now that he is going to come to Perth and play in the first test. Officially, nothing's been communicated and nothing's been told that when Rohit Sharma will arrive in Australia. So that is the way we are looking at it. Abhimanyu Eashwaran at this point in time, and if KL Rahul's injured, then all hopes are on Rohit Sharma that he will step out and open and be there on day 1 of the first test match. Apart from that, when you look at it, Rituraj Gaikwad had a good outing in the match simulation, but he's not part of the main India squad that's there. So, the main talking points is Shubman Gill's finger injury. Now, 3 days observation. What is going to happen after that? Only the team management will take a call whether Gill will be available. It continues India's wretched run in the build-up to the Border Gavaskar Trophy, where you have had 4 injuries. 2020, 2021 also, the Indian team had plenty of injuries, but they went on to win the series. Necessarily, it need not happen for the second time in a row that injuries will give you a series win. But this is not good news at this stage. Shubman Gill, we hope that he can make a quick recovery and ensure that he features in the first test at the Border Gavaskar Trophy, which will begin on November 22 at the Optus Stadium in Perth. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this video. Subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis.